All right, I think we are just about ready to go live here. We got to cut this music off here. All right. Well, I'd like to welcome everybody out to the live. Maybe if you guys for jumping on here, could say hey and let me know where you guys are from, where you're watching from, what you're up to tonight, and maybe we could bonus because I know, even though the weather's been a little rough for some of you, I know you've been out working your horses. So maybe you could let us know what you're working on with your horse also, um, even if it's just letting them have a break. So cool. But I'd like to officially welcome you guys to the live. We are going to be hanging out tonight, fielding some questions. But before we do that, I'm going to do a little bit of a quick presentation for you because, as you know, we just opened up the early bird specials earlier this week, I think last weekend. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that tonight and opening this up to field questions that you guys might have. One, just about that, but about anything. I go live once a month with Equine Masterclass, and we field specific questions about horsemanship. And it has been a super valuable program. There are people in the Equine Masterclass that I've never met before, like in person with their horses. And just with those Zoom meetings and the answers to the questions, maybe we do a little dry erase board action or something. We're able to get quite a bit done with them. And it's been pretty cool to see the process. You know, I've always wondered like, oh, online stuff, how's that going to work and whatnot. But surprisingly, it works pretty good, especially if they get into the course and start doing some materials and stuff. So let me turn the chat on here. Let's see. Says Wendy says I'm in Oregon, but I'm not. Carrots and Kisses, cool. Pendleton, from Katie's in Pendleton. What do we got here? Tori's from Tallahassee. Oh my gosh, she's up late for this. We know Valerie Wells. She's in Washington. Karen Anderson's on here. Oh, yeah, we miss everybody too. Let's see. Chelsea, I made it live. Cool. I like this. Heidi says, hi from Potato Ho. So Idaho, for those of you guys don't know. That's cool. Tanasket, Sela, Lisa's from Sela. Let me just pull this over here. So I'm looking at you guys. There we go. Let's see. Emily's from Tanasket. Kimberly's just saying hi. Cool. Back from the East Coast. Cool. Gina's back. Awesome. Welcome back, Gina. Sweet. So looks like everybody's doing good. So nobody has shared, what are y'all doing with your horses lately? And if it's just giving a break, you can just put that in there. I myself, every day that I've been home since the last clinic, I believe I've swung a leg on a horse or worked horses. Right now, I'm currently working 4 horses. 2 long yearlings, 1 2-year-old, and 1, who knows, however old Blade is. This is Blade 10, probably. So, been trying to keep busy. Let's see. Rosie's on the west side tonight. Sweet. Christina, the soggy side. Tammy's on from Goldendale. Oh, here we go. This is the reality right here. My horse is a mud ball. Absolutely. I've been participating. Notice I've been getting Preacher out, and he is not exactly the cleanest horse. I've got some clean horses in stalls. I probably should be filming them, but that's whatever. It's reality. What does Rosie has to say here? They've been on vacation at D. Ooh, nice. Okay. Let's see. Working my 2-year-old. Let's see. On the ground when it's not snowing. I like that. Oh, here we go. Valerie's tackling, freezing wind, wild wind, focusing on easy games that build his confidence on the ground, and he hates Velcro, so pretty easy to stand there and open and close Velcro. I love that. Anybody else working on Velcro? That's a big one there. Hold on, where's Jordan? Jordan needs to be on there. Not as much as I'd like, is it ever? But doing check-ins, brushing, and she's packing the kid a bit. Cool. Wendy's carrots and kisses. That's all that's happening here. You're in charge. Well, Sadie has been getting rode every single day. She gets maybe a day off a week, but she's out. She is out. That mare is out getting her little workouts. Let's see. Tori says, thankfully, I'm a night owl. We've been working on a Western dressage freestyle. Ooh, taking advantage of it not being a million degrees out. That's motivation to stay up. Cool. All right. Well, what we have planned tonight, we're going to field some questions for you guys. But before we do that, I've got a little presentation for you. It won't take long. We're going to flash some videos for you. Some of this will be a trip down memory lane for you guys. Always love to kind of support the community. We're kind of a one-man band around here in a lot of ways as far as the video editing and stuff. So some of this stuff will be review. But I promise you, we're going to be hopefully building some more stuff as we go. I'm trying to get some more people on board this winter to help out in certain different departments. But without further ado, let me move this stuff aside. Tonight we're going to be talking about a little bit of a special presentation because I am opening up the early bird camp packages for 2026. And I only do this once a year. Those of you that return clients, you know this, right? We keep them open until January 15th, but we've just opened them. And so I like to, anytime we do like some sort of a release or something, a book, a video, a course, whatever, I like to get on and do some lives and kind of bonus some stuff for you guys. So, but this isn't about selling you guys something. What it is about is showing you what's actually possible when you step into an environment built for your growth. And also your horse's growth, because who doesn't want to see your horse's growth? So if you've ever thought about coming to Horse Creek Ranch, which is where we run the ranch camps, or if you've ever said, someday I'll get there when the timing is right, tonight might be that moment that you decide to flip the switch and go for it. So by the end of our time here together, you're going to understand why so many riders stagnate for years and why confidence disappears and how to rebuild it and how to create a willing and connected horse that actually enjoys working with you. And if you want help putting that into action, not just watching videos, but doing it, I'll show you how to join me for 5 to 10 transformative days here at Horse Creek Ranch. Now, there's one core belief I've learned after helping over 30,000 horses and riders. When you change the environment, the results change. Horses thrive on clarity and riders thrive on support. And when you put both in the same place, everything accelerates. Now, years ago, when I first started teaching clinics, I believed I could help people in a single weekend, and often I did. But what I kept seeing over and over was this. People would make breakthroughs and then they would go home to old habits, old fear patterns, and old environments. They didn't need more tips, they needed immersion. Now, I knew that if I could get riders out of their normal environment and into a place built for horsemanship, learning, and confidence, that I could help them create a transformation that would last a lifetime. And that's why I built Horse Creek Ranch and the School of Horse. And you don't have to just take my word for it. What I've seen happen here is real people, real horses, real breakthroughs. And that is what this place is truly about. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to pop on here. I know some of you guys have seen this, but this is kind of an oldie, but a goodie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a couple of videos here tonight. They're just a few minutes long each. And if we get through all this, we'll field some questions here at the very end. So what do we got here? We're going to turn this bad boy on. Hopefully this thing queues up and works for us here. Let's get this thing going. We are going to turn this on. One man band here tonight. So We're going to get this going. Da, 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 da. Turn on my volume, and let's see. We got one more thing here to hit. Da, 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 da. Okay. There we go. Can you guys
So we
hear?
thought, well, we're going to go for
Let me
it.
know if
And
you can hear that.
from that very first day, we were so impressed. We just felt like this was the right thing for us to do.
When I started out, I was a basket case. Steve has given me the tools and the knowledge and the courage and the want to and the try. He helps you in every way. If you say, no, I can't, he says, yes, you can. And you know what? Yes, you can. And you can do it. And it does work.
Oh, it's been unbelievable. From the groundwork to the saddle, it makes it all ties in. You don't really hook it all together till you get all the little puzzles that makes it really happen.
I think one of the most important things I've learned from Steve is you've got to get the horse's brain, and that's what I think is most important. You can send your horse to a trainer and have him do a discipline for you, such as dressage or reining or cow work, but I don't really think that a lot of people focus on that brain that gets you the good start and maintains safety and consistency with everything you do.
One of the most important things I can tell you is don't be afraid to work through these things. Don't be afraid to be curious and creative and to reach and to try and to experiment with things, and don't be afraid to find the holes in your horse.
All right. That's kind of a cool one. That's an oldie but a goodie. I don't remember when I built that, but I just like what I really like is seeing the people that are on there, the Wallaces and stuff, just kind of catching up with old things. So that's just a little bit about Horse Creek Ranch and the experience they had. So, but that right there is why I built this environment, is the experiences that those people had and the things that they're saying after that. Like, it really impacted them. So most riders think they have a horse problem, but like they'll think to themselves like, my horse won't load, my horse spooks, my horse won't soften, my horse pushes into me, my horse doesn't respect me, my horse doesn't listen, my horse won't move forward. But after all these years of helping riders, 95% of the time it's not a horse problem, it's a system problem. And what does that mean? Well, a confused horse reacts, a confident horse responds, and a willing horse, which is the cool part, offers. Now, when you learn the right system, sometimes you guys have heard this based on things like 4 feet, 4 phases, and 4 directions, you unlock your horse. And at the ranch, this system becomes automatic because you live it all day long. Now, people also think confidence comes from trying harder, but oftentimes it doesn't. Confidence comes from experiencing small wins in the right moments with the right support. And at camp, we engineer those moments, simple wins, clear leadership strategies, timing, feel, and communication that clicks instantly. Now, you don't leave camp wondering whether your horse is with you. You know because you felt it over those 5 to 10 days. Now, let me show you an example of what that looks like. We've got this one I love. This is another little quick video. Who I think Rosie's on here tonight. We may or may not have grabbed your video, Rosie, but first off, we have where are we at? Dee Dee. Now, for the Equine Masterclass members, this might be a little bit of a rerun, but I love watching these. This is so good. Like, I think to myself, like, what if we all could have moments like this, testimonies like this, things like this? So let's see if I can get this queued up properly, and we're going to listen to Dee Dee here. Let's see. Oop, there's that.
Up and you can go from kindergarten up until graduate school here, and he meets you at your level. And then today I'm like, well, there's no way all of us are going to get out there and be able to do that with these horses. And every single person was able to do it, and they looked great. I was like, like those skills we learned and those repetitions and all that stuff, oh, this is where then it shows. So that was probably my eye-opening this weekend. I'm Dee Dee. I came to his first clinic just over 2 years ago. Friends that were just getting to know each other said, we got to go to Steve's clinic. Okay, I was leasing a horse. I'd been taking lessons maybe once a week. And we go to this clinic, and I literally thought I was doing great. Everything was going to be fine. And we couldn't do anything. And then I'm like, the horse is the problem. And all these things Steve was teaching us, I'm like, now my horse is the problem. So then I put her in full-time training for 7 months. And then we signed up for our first camp here in May. And we came to camp, and I'm like, my horse has been in training. It's going to be good. And I think that was probably one of the most memorable camps Steve's had. Because we all came, and she tried to kill me. Steve has taught me just so much about horsemanship. I just started riding just over 2 years ago. I didn't know what I didn't know. She knew stuff, but I didn't know how to tell her. And then she did what she did because I didn't do anything else. So we were at quite a show. And when we were at camp, it didn't go well. She tried to kill me a couple times. She hated cows. I thought it was the cow that she didn't like. Just turns out she just isn't going to do things she didn't want to do. And then we've been to, 4 camps. I don't know how many clinics. After that camp, I bought my RV and I went on the road. I just kept hitting all of his clinics throughout that summer. And then I'm like, I'm going to go back to camp, and I'm not going to be a shit show. It's really fun. And so I wouldn't give this up for the world. But this week was a lot of fun because I chased cows, brought cows in. She loves cows. Cow thing to me was a dream come true. So if you're thinking about coming, whether you don't know anything or you think you're the greatest person in the world, and you and your horse are perfect, and everything in between, it's gonna be amazing.
All right. I love that one. I don't know who put a 1 in the chat if you know Dee Dee. Like if you've met Dee Dee, if you know Dee Dee, if you've seen Dee Dee. I'll just say this. I am way overly blessed with good clients. I have so many good clients like Dee Dee and so many others. We're going to pull up another one here in a little bit. But it's so cool when you get to be surrounded with people like that. What was it the other day? Somebody's like, what did they say? They said something like, your clients aren't like your loved ones or something. I thought about it for a little bit and I was like, I don't know. I really like my clients. They're like family. Like they've been around so much. Like Dee Dee, I don't know exactly. I should write it down. I bet she's been to a dozen clinics and camps. That means we've spent like 2 months together or something. Like it's crazy. So I could be wrong on that number, but she's come 4 or 5 times a year for the last couple of years. So any rate, Rosie might know the number. Dee Dee's probably not on here tonight. She's probably out busy doing stuff, but working or something. But any rate, here we go. Chelsea's, what did she say? Twice on different horses from 2 different situations, Steve and his program and crew have reestablished my confidence at camps. I love it. There we go. Joanne says, I think this is about Dee Dee. We had such a blast together at the cow clinic. Yeah, it was so good. Rosie's like, at least that many. So good. So good. All right. What do we got next here? So if you look at like what Dee Dee said, that is what real transformation feels like. Okay. Like she just from the heart, right? So a weekend clinic is like a spark, right? But a 5 to 10 day immersion is like a wildfire. And when you live the work, when you're surrounded by riders just like you, and when every session builds on the last, your breakthroughs multiply. And that's why riders leave camp saying, this didn't just change my horsemanship, it changed me. And that is something I hear over and over and over because everybody comes for different things. But when they go home and they realized it changed the most important thing, and that was them, that is when they really start to grow as horsemen and horsewomen. So that is why I've opened the early bird packages once a year so riders like Dee Dee and so many others can experience a shift that lasts. Now, let me show you one more story that really captures this. All right. She is on here with us tonight. She's in the chat. She's blowing it up. Let's see if we can pull her up. If I can hit the right buttons on here tonight. Here we go. This is Rosie.
Every single time it's better because I have a deeper understanding. Hi, I'm Rosie. I'm from Cleveland, Washington. I started this horse journey really late in life, like childhood dream to have my own horse. And then I got my own horse, and our joke has been I treat her like a kitty cat. I mean, it was like just cuddle the horse and be so sweet and all of these things, which absolutely I've learned doesn't work. I can't treat her like a kitty cat because we were out of control. I actually, I found Steve just because we were going to a trainer, and I thought, you know, I need to be doing something different because I know nothing. And I said, who's going to be at the horse park? And you were there, and we've gone to probably, 9 clinics, I think I counted. And this is camp 4. I feel like every single time it just gets better. It's like even if it was the same pattern or every single time it's better because I have a deeper understanding. Really learning to be patient. I think that was the biggest thing this week. Just I have to slow down and be more patient with her and be the leader because she'll take over in about 2 seconds. So, I mean, literally, I would just cuddle with her and not give her any direction, and she would just take off and I would control nothing. And so now with your direction of to not accept that. Like, she has to be accountable. I have to have way higher expectations of what a horse should do.
How has that changed? Like, does she still like you and you like her? Like, what's that?
We have a better relationship now because I think she has more respect for me. We have a different respect for each other.
Gotcha. So it might be improved that relationship. Like, she looks to you differently and stuff.
She does look to me differently.
Yeah. So what are the differences maybe between a horse and a cat?
She can kill me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, it's a safety thing. Absolutely.
Was that not on your radar prior?
No, I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. Seriously, just the dream of having a horse, I didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah, you didn't understand like the things that could happen, good and bad. Right. Yeah.
I mean, we were never loping, we were never any of it. Now we're running circles, we're doing all this stuff that I never thought we'd be able to do. Running out in the meadow, never. So it's been so fun.
Cool. Okay.
And the community, I mean, this group is so supportive, so fun. I've made so many more friends, and it's been really cool.
Cool. What's the blast having you? You're always fun and go get them, and no matter what's coming, you just kind of go do it. You don't really even grumble about it. You just get in there and
you gotta try.
Keep coming, gotta try. Yeah, it's been real good. So, and I know things are new for you too, and like again, just seeing the process and like appreciating that learning curve and like seeing you guys all just like rise up through the ranks. And what I really like is like say just like you and Dee Dee, it could be everybody, but like in your guys' particular case, let's just say you're at this 2 or 3 years. I like knowing that I could take a person like you, and after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I could put you in the ring with almost any person that's been around horses their whole life, and you would do better with them conceptually if I gave you a horse that was having a problem. You could sit down and probably figure it out, and it may not be the best, but you're like, this is what I need to do to get this better on your own, because you know, like you've been through the process, versus I think of other situations where like they're riding and they're doing, and maybe they're even getting instruction on like how to ride, but they don't understand horses, right? And if something were to go astray from that, what do I do to step in, right? Whether it's to get them in a trailer or herd bound or whatever the basics are. So it's cool to see that like grow the whole package. And I think that's also what maybe, I think it speeds it up, but at the same time it kind of slows it down, is you're hitting like 10 layers of education instead of just like posting trot every day and change rein and whatever. You're like learning all the avenues and stuff, which is cool. So appreciate you guys hanging in there and evolving.
It's all because of you.
So
We wouldn't have done any of it.
it's
So
great.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool stuff. Let me pause this here. All right. Man, who put a 1 in the chat if you just are a like or a heart or something if you like these things. I love listening to those testimonials. If you like them, put something down there, whack it, touch it, do the thing. I love that. 6 years, and honestly didn't start riding her until our first clinic 4 years ago. You bet. I love that, Rose. That's what Rosie has to say here. Yeah, that's so cool. So, and honestly, that's what it's all about. So when they're like, oh, they're not your loved ones, I don't know. I don't know. I think, yeah, not my loved ones, but like we get pretty connected as clients. Like I am invested in the growth of my students. And I try so hard to remember like what part of the journey are they on and how they were last time and what were they working on and where is it at now. And I really try to invest myself in it. And a lot of times I have to do that because I feel like some people, they get so into the growth that they almost forget where they started from and where they are now. Like they've grown exponentially, and then they might have a bad day, which we all have bad days. But then they'll be like, "Oh, this just is not getting better, right?" And I was like, "No, no, no. No, remember? I remember. I remember your first day." And I don't know what it is. I remember so many people's first days. I might not remember their 10th day, their 20th day. Like if they've been with me for 50 days, whatever, like over the years, but I remember their first day. I remember that first week maybe. And so it's like, let me remind you of where you came from and how good you're doing now. So this is so good. I love stuff like this. So, all right. Yay for Rosie. I love this. Okay. Is Emily on here too? Oh my gosh. Emma, what she's doing here? Just replying to something. I don't know. Okay. What did she say here? That's what sets you apart. Oh, yeah, we try. I love like investing in stuff. And I know I got to remind Christina sometimes, like, Christina, you've come so far. Like, come on, girl, get in the game. You got this. Like, everybody's a little different. I know myself. I am hard on myself a lot of times. Like, I spend the winter like trying to hustle and catch up and do all these things and try to build programs for you guys and just like trying to get going. It's almost a good thing that I get back out on the road because just gets me out of my own head here. So, but what I want for all of you guys is what we're seeing in these testimonials from Dee Dee and the Wallaces and Rosie and everybody on here. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm ready for my breakthrough, I'm ready to get unstuck, and I'm ready to feel confident again, and maybe I want to finally understand my horse, then this is your invitation. The 2026 early bird packages are officially open, and this is the lowest price that you can get into these camps and clinics. Okay. This is my offer to you. Like, I want you guys to be able to afford this because, like, I know, like, this stuff is pricey. The horses are pricey. The shoeing is pricey. The hay is pricey. The trucks are pricey. Everything is pricey. And the most important part of all of this, if you're going to be on those animals, around those animals, is your safety, your education, and your fun factor. Okay. So you need to make sure you're getting constant and consistent education. So that's why I try to offer these discounts for you guys. So, what the packages include, you can choose 5 or 10 or more days. Like, you can get packages of camps and clinics. Okay. And these are total immersion. Okay. You are on site the whole time. We do groundwork, leadership, confidence building, softness, liberty, spook proofing, trail riding, communication. The full system is what we teach out here. You also get the early bird bonuses, things like first choice at camp dates, first choice at lodging, payment plans, locked in pricing, um, preparation plans, ranch only lessons that we'll do here only at the ranch. Like, I do custom lessons for everybody. When I, like, every day we start out with a open classroom lesson. I give you special exercises out here, and we sometimes do some private coaching depending on what you guys need. So you're not just paying for 5 to 10 days. What you're doing is you're investing in the next 5 to 10 years of your horsemanship. Just one breakthrough with your horse can save you thousands in setbacks, fear spirals, wasted training sessions, or even missed riding seasons. Who's been there? Who's lost out on riding seasons because something happened, right? So the early bird pricing makes this accessible because I want people who want this transformation to experience it. Now, this is only open once a year. It closes January 15th. So you do have some time, but the problem is the spots fill up. Okay. And once they fill up, they're gone, and the price will go up after the early bird specials. So if you've ever dreamed of coming to the ranch, keep this in mind. Tonight is a great opportunity to take the shot so that you can get in. All right. So, what we're going to do now is I want to open this up for Q&A. Now, when we do the Zoom calls, which is so cool in Equine Masterclass, we can just click on the mic and listen to you guys. But because this is just Facebook Live, we get to just do questions. So if you guys have a question that you would like to talk about, whether it's about the camps or clinics or horsemanship or whatever, just let me know and we can go over it real easily here with you guys. So I'll give it a minute for you guys to shoot something in the chat here. And while we're waiting, I'm going to try to pull this up. I'm sure we'll have something coming in here. See if we can find it on here. Oh, okay. This is the packages that we offer here. We've got the standard, premium, and elite. All right. And if you look here, they've got their little things here. This first one, you get one. The big difference is you get one camp and then $200 discount off of one clinic. Then the second package, you get one camp, and then it comes with 2 clinics. Okay. And then the third one, you get 2 camps and 2 clinics. So essentially, it's 1 camp, discount on a clinic, 1 camp, 2 clinics, or 2 camps, 2 clinics. And there's a payment plan. I know not everybody can just roll out that kind of cash. And it's a lot of, if you're doing 2 camps and 2 clinics, which we sold a lot of this package last year. We saw a lot of people 4, 5, 6 times last year. So we do have payment plans for that. So, okay. So let's start out with our questions here. Let me get my cursor working. Okay. Okay. Are you having 2 Liberty sessions this year like you did last year? In theory, yes. There is 1 camp, and we're doing Liberty at the Equine Masterclass camp. Now, that's only for Equine Masterclass members. Word on the street is I'm bringing in one of my Liberty mentors for that, for you guys to all meet and be around and be instructed partially by him for that week. So that's the second Liberty camp. What else we got here? How often do you use a Bozell training of young horses? Sharon, so we start our horses in halters, so it's kind of like a Bozell for at least a week to a month. Try not to be much longer than that. And then I do like riding in a Bozell. I don't promote it much at my clinics just because if you don't ride in them properly, there's a term out there that basically says there's only so many pulls available in a hackamore. So like if you pulled on it and you learn to go through it, that could be an issue. So I don't promote it much with my clients, but I do really like the tool. And if you use it properly, I love using them. I actually rode Blade in one couple weeks this year to get them specifically to get them out of a bit. So I do like them. Let's see. Does it have to be horses? How is Japan? I'm going to do a live, I think, just about that. But man, Japan was insane. It was incredible. It was moving. It was inspirational. It's not America. It's such a different culture over there. Is incredible to see everything. I just cannot say enough about it. It was a great trip. I cannot believe I did not go earlier. That's for sure an incredible trip. If you've already bought a premium package, Equine Masterclass, and later on want to add an a la carte camp later on, is there a discount? Yes, you just email the office, info@horseteacher.com, and my lovely office folks will get that taken care of there. Yeah, we've had people add and stuff, and what we do is just kind of prorate things and make it work. Specifically, like we've had people last year, they order the elite package and then they want to add on to it, right? Okay, so let me jump on here. Next question. Will we be doing any beach riding at the beach clinic? Yes, that's specifically while we're going. So I have not been to the facility. I've working this off a recommendation. But my understanding there's an arena. And then we can ride to the beach, and you bet you were going to be at the beach for sure. So I have not done a beach clinic in a very long time, and I'm looking forward to it. I think we've already got quite a few people showing up for that. So yes, definitely beach riding. That is why we're going to the beach clinic. I think I paid for 2 clinics right away, then signed up for a camp spot. Will the cost adjust? Great question for the office. info@horseteacher.com. I stay out of that stuff, the spreadsheet stuff. But if you, Valerie, just reach out, say, hey, this is what I did. This is what I'm thinking of doing. And then make sure that it is the email that is in the system in case you have multiple emails for some reason. Make sure you at least make them aware that of the email you use so they can look you up. And then they can figure that all out. So yeah, there would be most likely some sort of an adjustment. Say it louder for the people in the back, but seriously, the best investment of time and money. I love that. Cool. Linda, where is the ranch located? The ranch is in Hunters, Washington, which is about an hour-ish north of Spokane, Washington. So it's about an hour north, a little more, of Spokane, Washington. So it's northeast corner of Washington State. Yeah. Here we go. Lauren, can you describe the pros and cons of the Liberty Camp versus the ridden camps? So pros of the Liberty Camp, you go home with a Liberty horse. Cons of the Liberty Camp, we're doing a lot of Liberty. Okay, so we still can ride sometimes. The issue is I don't really like riding my Liberty horse after he's had a good session for the day because you really want him to soak on the session. So like, let's say he does really good, and then we go hack on him for an hour out on the ranch. It's not bad, but it's not good. Like I really want him to soak the lesson. So like they can get tired. Like let's say he's a little hot out or whatever. So what oftentimes if it's a combo camp, which I'm not sure if we did that one or not, if it's a combo, we try to get people to maybe bring 2 horses or something. It's not the end of the world if you ride them after Liberty session, but if they're brand new to Liberty, you try to want to leave it. Pros and cons of the ridden camp. The ridden camps are just awesome. We do so many different things. So I love the ridden camps for sure. I would say the Liberty camps, the difference is that you really understand maybe a truer partnership, because you can't cover the mistakes on a Liberty horse. So basically we just expose all the junk, all the problems, all the trouble, and then we work through it and we get to the other side. Not saying that doesn't happen in the ridden camps, but with halters and lead ropes and bits and reins and all the things, you can kind of cover trouble a little bit if it's in there. Some horses don't have any, but let's be honest, a lot of them do. Like, it's not that they're bad horses. It's just when you start cleaning the closet out, you find the junk. So, but they're just different experiences. Same program. I'm gonna be giving you similar instruction, but yeah. So they're both really good. A lot of people just sign up for both of them. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. Valerie's like, I did a capstone project on Japan's healthcare system. Incredible culture. Yeah, it's incredible culture. Let's see. Gina, do we know anything about accommodations at beach camp? I do not. I'm assuming hotels in Long Beach, Washington. We will hopefully figure some of that stuff out for you guys, but it's going to be just like a normal clinic where like you're just going to have to figure out yourself. I haven't figured my thing out yet. I think I have something going, but I'm not for sure. Dates, locations for beach clinic, August. Oh, it's on the website, 1st through the 3rd. You know what? Let me just see if it's on the website. It should be August 1st through the 3rd. It's going to be a 3-day clinic. It's going to be in Long Beach, Washington. Okay, let's see. July, August. It is not. That's why you're asking on the tour schedule yet. It will be shortly. The office, I'm sure, is just getting the details put together for that, but it'll be August 1st to the 3rd. Costs going to be a standard clinic rate plus facility fee. So look at your 3-day clinic rate plus facility fee, whatever that comes to. Shouldn't be too much there, and then you'll be good to go. Yeah, Joanne asked the same thing. August 1st through the 3rd. Not sure why that's not. Well, it just happened. So my office has just been running crazy, keeping up with everybody. So it will be in there shortly. Based on Bear, do you think a Liberty camp would be a good for his mental warm-ups? Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I love Bear. It's kind of funny having Bear here. He come in with a couple other horses, and that first week he was like the renegade, but honestly, I feel like he finished like top of the class. I know he stayed a little longer, but like where he was to where he ended, he'd really come through. And I know he had a chance at different exposures and stuff. But he was a fun horse to have through here. Chelsea says, do Liberty, just see Jamie and Rip. Yeah. Okay. I don't see beach camp available to sign up yet. All right. It is available because we have signups. So if it's not seen, I would email the office, info@horseteacher.com, and say, yo, it's Rosie. I want a slot. Okay. So I know people have signed up. I'm not sure how they got in on that, if there's not a button for it during it, but somehow they're in. So I would go the email route and do um, yeah, just say, hey, I want in. Okay, Sue said she saw it on one of the pages August 1st to the 3rd. So it's probably um yeah, on like the early bird special page, something like that. But the problem is here, there's so many, like the back end of all of these systems is insane. I'll just say that. I used to do a lot of it myself and I've turned it all over and I've got a healthy respect for uh my admin that is running all this. There's so many different little and basically like the tour schedule. What happens is it's one schedule. It has to land in like 6 locations. So sometimes one of them or something might be missed. But yeah. So anyway, I'd email info at horse teacher. Okay, she's got it. All right. I love this. Beach camp brings Buddy's fear of water up a level. Huh? Yeah, it's because the water's the thing with the water there is that little foam edge along the beach. That is what gets most of the horses. That's the thing, right? It's the foam edge. It's the water. Once they're in, they're fine. I mean, that and though the other thing is they get dizzy out there, right? They don't. They kind of get wheezy out there. So once they're holding still. So all right. Anybody else have any questions? These are good. I think I've got. If your question got missed, I just went down here a little at one at a time. If for some reason yours got missed, let me know. Rewrite it in the chat. I like this one. How about Sabrina's first day of camp to her last day of camp lately? For sure. Sabrina's certainly changed. She's such a good little rider. She's our little secret weapon out there. It's like, oh, I love the no look whoa on the fence. That's her signature maneuver. I love that. Yes, vertigo for sure. Horses definitely get vertigo. Yeah, I've seen some tip over out there. Well, they're just like us once those waves start coming in and out. I tell you. But boy, it's been a good winter here. You know, it's been a long time since I've had time to just sit down and work my own horses without interruption because I'm always normally teaching. And when I get home, honestly, I'm so damn tired traveling or whatever that when I get home and have a day, I'm hardly riding my horses on that one day, giving them some time and me some time, whatever. So I've been riding every single day since clinics stopped, and it's been really good. I've made a lot of heaps and bounds progress on a few of them. I'm working about 4 horses right now. I'm getting some babies going, and then once they're going, I think I'm going to switch over to Yellowstone, maybe Ghost Pepper a little bit. I got Blade going. It's kind of a winter off for Blade, but we're teaching him some extra stuff. So I kind of like Blade, it's your time off. We're just going to do this little thing. So he's only out for like, honestly, 10 minutes a day at this point. He's not even breaking a sweat anymore. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see. This is a good one. Sarah, I really want to bring my boy to a clinic, but I'm so worried he will be a total basket case. Closest element. Bring the basket case. That's what level 1 is. Do not worry about it, Sarah. Do what you can for prep, but honestly, put a 1 in the chat. Or like a quadruple heart. Bing, ding, 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 ding. If your horse was a basket case the first time you came to a clinic or a camp, okay, the chat's going to go wild. All right. Everybody's going to be like 6,000 hearts. Do not worry about it. That is what we're here for. The clinic is not to show up and be awesome. Like, do I have awesome riders? Absolutely. Do we have people that are killing it? Yeah. Those are my level 2 riders. Okay. Doesn't mean the level 1s aren't killing it also, but the level 1 is specifically there for new people to come in whatever form they are or their horses are in. Okay. At the last clinic in Elma, we had a level 2 student there, and she brought a level 1 horse and a level 2 horse. So her level 2 horse did awesome, all the cool things. In level 1, she was a shit show. Honestly, first day, it was a brand new horse, thoroughbred, running around, loose, all the shit just blowing up. By the last day of the clinic, the horse is good, right? She's riding a horse, doing good. First day, shit show. Okay. But she knows it's a safe environment. It's a good environment. It's a healthy environment. It's an open environment. We work through it. Now, that does not mean bring NFR bucking horses or whatever to the clinic. But if you own a horse and you like the horse and you are committed to the horse and you're having troubles with them, that's what we're here for. It's something that we specialize in. Okay. All right. So hopefully that helps you, Sarah. We're all in it together. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's like, Sarah, bring it. Look, that's what I love about these people. Yeah. Like, look at this. Come to Elma for sure. That's totally fine. Come as you are. I like, look at this. Everyone will support you. Steve is amazing. There we go. We're all in this together. Join us. Look at that. That is the difference here. Okay. I don't know. I've seen a lot of other programs, and there are a lot of good programs out there. But I have never seen a program with a community like this one. That is totally different from a lot of these folks. I could do a whole seminar on just like why my people are so different than all the other people out there. And that's not to say the other programs are bad. I'm just saying this one is so good. Okay. So, good. Kathy says she misses Yellowstone. Let's see. Leanna, is there a certain focus in your November clinic? I'm working with our 4-H kids all summer, so can't fit in a camp. I am assuming you're talking about Elma because that's my November location typically. That's a tough question, Leanna. I focus on the group. So is there certain things I like to do with the program? Absolutely. Yes, there are certain things I like to do in my program. However, we really do try to specialize for the needs of the group when they show up. So, we kind of got to keep that in mind as well. So, I would say if I were working with a 4-H group and trying to get them ready, work on your groundwork, work on getting your horse balanced out, work on getting them to back better, work on getting both sides working equally. Okay. Just going to type something here. That sort of thing. Setting up situations where the kids can feel like they're doing stuff, right? Yeah. So the other good way to do that is make sure that you're reviewing the stuff in the equine masterclass. A lot of the stuff that we go over, like the One Right Away program and stuff, is specifically set up to help you in those areas for sure. Okay. Yeah, Gina says no two camps or clinics are alike. It all depends on who shows up and what they need to accomplish. Absolutely. Gina has watched a lot. Listen, Gina's probably done, I don't know, I want to say 8. It's not the exact number for sure, but she's been to a number of these. She should know quite a bit of that. It's just doubling down on cows. I'll have to come watch in August. I love that. Some people cried. Yep. Replying Emily Baptist. So true. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is good. Okay. Here we go. It's the answer we've been waiting for. The admin is here. Beach clinic should be available through the early birds and through the website. However, date will still show a TBD, to be determined, in the purchase name via the clinic offer. Confirm Peninsula Saddle Club, Long Beach, August 1st to the 3rd. So the location, Peninsula Saddle Club in Long Beach, Washington, August 1st to the 3rd. Okay, that's the jam on that. Katie, some of us cried at our last camp. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Tears of sadness, tears of joy, lots of tears. As long as the instructor's not crying publicly. Okay. All right. I love that. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions? These are good. And that's the other thing, just kind of, to kind of keep in mind. Is what are we gonna say? Basically, it's like, yeah, I got a bunch of other stuff on here, but what I wanted to say is if you're really struggling and you're not sure, or you want to supplement the camps or the clinics or kind of keep things going on the side, I would join the Equine Masterclass. Okay. We do monthly Zooms. You get all the programs that I offer are open for you. You don't have to wait in line for the one right aways when they release and that sort of thing. You can review the programs anytime you want. You get the monthly Zooms. You get an affiliate program. If you want to sell the program yourself to your friends and whoever, you can get kickbacks. I forget the exact amount. I think is like 40 or 50% or something. So like if you're a hustler, like you can make a bit of money in there. Like it's a very generous affiliate situation. But the biggest thing is the community. And then we get discounts on stuff too. If you want to sign up for extra camps and clinics and equipment and this, that, and the other, there's discounts available that way. So I cannot say enough about the Equine Masterclass. That is a tool that is open for you guys to help serve you. Okay. So anybody is interested in that, there's a link here. You just go to equinemasterclass.com and get signed up. They got monthly, yearly, and lifetime subscriptions. A lot of people that are on here tonight are lifetime members. They caught one of the specials we did last year. They're signed up lifetime. Anything that we do, they get to do too. So, okay. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Christina, I love how we get to meet so many people and find folks around us to use as accountability partners, riding buddies, etc. Sometimes the horse life can feel like you're on a desert island, but we have a village, I promise. Absolutely. Yeah, watchy versus spooky. Yeah, watchy's one thing, Valerie. I don't mind watchy too much, but as soon as the feet become involved, we would start classifying that as spooking, because whether it's just watchy or not, the feet are involved. And once the feet start to do things that you don't want them to do, I would probably lean towards spooky. Okay, meaning like you lost control of the feet, or the feet are doing things you didn't ask them to do, whether you lost control or not. So if the feet are moving, I'd call her on it. But honestly, the best place to call them on is when they get looky. The horse can see all the way in front of them and all the way behind them, minus some very minute blind spots. So they don't need to be like looking around at things to see them. So if they're doing that, it's a lack of focus, which technically could be a lack of respect for your leadership or the signals, and they're not answering the questions properly. So that's where I would call them on it. I wouldn't be letting them look around much, if it's kind of getting them in. Yeah, that's definitely okay. Holy schmo. This probably won't even fit on it won't even fit on here. Wendy just typed out the whole. Wendy, how many words per minute can you type, girl? Oh my God. She just whacked out the whole tour schedule. Hopefully she cut and paste. Anybody who's needing to know, August 1st through 3rd is the beach clinic. We're also having another cow clinic in Elma, 14th through the 16th. So, wow, I love that. Lisa says here, such a great group of people. I've made so many new friends. They're so supportive. I love it. Rosie, Equine Masterclass is awesome. Teaching right at your fingertips. It's especially helpful during this lovely winter season. I love it. Terry says, I love the Equine Masterclass. All right. Oh, here, let me message. Let me you find some draft alters. Let me put a message into the tax scourger here. We have any draft alters? All right, I will have my crew dig through the pile tomorrow. It is officially on the list right here. Okay. Janice says, come to a clinic, it changes your mindset and your relationship with your horse. Sadie and I are so much better together after our clinic. We are still working on our homework. I love that. Love that. Just reading, see if there's any more questions here. Oh, look at it. Everybody's so supportive here. You guys had so many changes. It was so fun to watch you guys make those changes. Hello from New Jersey, Christine. Blue and silver rains. You are right. We're gonna get those rain piles out here this week too and see what we got in them. Replying and shall do it. All right. Well, we're probably going to be wrapping up here soon, but we've got a couple closing comments here that I want to mention. Let's see here. Whoa, can everybody hear the cats arguing outside? Holy smokes. I don't even want to ask what's going on outside that door. Where are we at here? All right. So we got the questions answered. We got all the questions done. So I just wanted to make sure tonight that you guys feel clear, confident, and supported in making the right decisions for you and your horse. And if you're ready to sign up and you're got any questions, you can always go to the office at info@horseteacher.com. The registration I put in the chat. It's just equinemasterclass.com/earlybird2026. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in the chat one more time here for you guys. If you're wanting to check this out, you just got to drop your email in there and get that going. And then if you just want to if you're like, you know what, Steve, I live in Florida and that's a long ways away, but I love your program and I want to try to get involved. You can go here to equinemasterclass.com. So, would also like to say in closing a few things here that I've dedicated my life to helping horses and the people who love them. And after working with more than 30,000 horses, it's insane, and riders, I can promise you this: you are one decision away from a completely different relationship with your horse. If you join us at Horse Creek Ranch, I will meet you where you are, and together we'll create the breakthrough you've been waiting for. So I want to thank you guys for spending this time with me tonight, and I hope to see you here at the ranch. And just remember in closing to never quit and enjoy the ride. So I'm not going to keep you guys much longer unless there is more questions. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So I'm going to wait for just a minute here if there's any more questions. But other than that, I want to say thank you guys again. I love you all. I appreciate you all. If you like these lives, put some hearts and likes and things in the chats. And yeah, Merry Christmas. I can't even believe I looked at the calendar. It's like, holy smokes, December 19th. It's Christmas like tomorrow. It's not, but it's coming up quick. So yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. However you guys like celebrating that with family or friends or at home alone with a candle or whatever you got going. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping it pretty quiet myself for Christmas, I think. But yeah, it's a good time of year. I like being on the road, but then I like being at home, and so I like the blend. I like the combo. People are like, "Are you ever going to quit?" And if you ask me if I'm ever going to quit on like the very last weekend, I don't know. But if you ask me like 2 weeks after the last weekend, I'm like, no, I'm not quitting. I'm going to get back out on the road. So I'm blessed to have all the opportunities that I have and be with everybody and do all this stuff. It's just great. So you're very welcome for the like-minded group, Tori. Merry Christmas, Katie, Stephanie, Gail. You're welcome, Gail. Home alone with the dogs again, getting some rest. Me and time. Atta girl, Wendy. At least you got to see some of the fam here last week or the week before there. Fair. Merry Christmas, Leanna. You tried to retire if I didn't get on Oki last year. Sorry to Good one, Alicia. Very good one. Oh my goodness. Merry Christmas, Emily, Rosie, Michelle, Valerie, Karen, Christina, Ann, Karen. Everybody's on here. Tammy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one thing I love about the Zooms. Everybody can chime in here, but you guys are typing like bandits tonight. Merry Christmas, Jana. Cool. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. We're going to be doing some more of these different topics, different things going. So keep an eye on the Facebooks and different places. And you're very welcome, Blair. Merry Christmas, Lisa and Jana. We'll be getting more for you guys as the season goes through. We're just getting warmed up for the winter. So thank you guys so much for tonight. I know you guys got a lot going on. So I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me and the community. And if you're new, welcome and hope to see you guys all again. All right. We'll catch you guys later.